So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Darius Geis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
15 yards on the play, first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, McMillan. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on second down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Out of the gun, Geis. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Hey.
Jones now on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
We own them. Check 50. Check 50. 24. Alert. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
From the gun, here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Check. Hey, check.
Now Jones. Off play action. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
He's checking. Crash. 66. Pull it. High. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Keep it up. Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. 24. Come on here. Come get some. Go. He don't want it. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground with Geis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot.
Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Down, he's coming. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Let's go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Alert. 43's the mic. I'm trying to collect.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And an alley to run. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there out of Geis. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 44-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 mic. Hey, 61. Matchbox lights. Check 9. 5.
Jones off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run on 1st down. McMillan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
51, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 12, Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 3, Hey, 24. Mike 52.
From the gun, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play there on the catch and run. 40 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that. 51 for Mike. 51 for go. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He finds his target, Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
60 out more. 80 weapons. Go. Now. Motion.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Sit up. Double. Now.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Go. Switch.
Throwing Jones. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
you, Gator. Like 54. You ain't doing nothing today.
Operating from the gun, Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal from the
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Hey, box truck.
From the gun on third down. Jones got his man. That's Harry. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Set 90 Wolf. I'm coming to you. Ready? Please grip.
On second and 11 now. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Marr now to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, that's Herring. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Patriots.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Geis going right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, McMillan. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
No, check that.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
We're set. Play team. Watch the twist. Time to go.
Here's Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Jones. They set up the screen to Penny. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Geis. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
58 to Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Jones now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Maher is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield, and it's 2nd down.
You draw Corker. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Back. Go. Fight.
On the ground, it's Geis. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, 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 hey. 54. Shot. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Now it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Here we go.
Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
51 the mic, boy. 51. I got one. 51.
Watson.
Here we go. Keep getting the field.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. Calm the crowd. Oh, you got deep?
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Ready. 10-2 X3. 218, chopper. Go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Alert three. Snap.
Jones now to throw again. This is caught. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Pats, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take